Welcome to another edition of Vigorously with me, Val Kleinhands. I want to say these next gentlemen might just be my first return guest on the pod, like period ever. I think you are.
Let's
We think
I
we'll
go.
take it.
think
We'll take it.
I think you are. Will, John, Game, all here from Darkstar in the building.
What is
Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to
up?
have you back.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure to
Thank you for
be
having us,
back.
Val.
We have
We
a
are so
lot to.
back.
I know we're so literally, figuratively, all the things. I mean, last time we talked, we did begin with some numbers, and I was saying that you had proven with some numbers that you are the band that we need to be paying attention to. History is about to repeat itself, okay? Because in just over 2 weeks of Evergreen, the single, almost 9,000 streams already, according to Spotify. And now we're at almost 5,000 listeners, monthly listeners on Spotify. That's got to feel good.
Incredible.
It
Yeah.
it
Seeing the
did
numbers
way
roll.
better than any of us thought.
It's
So
so true. It's
we
so
were
true.
just like we were just like, dang, we're coming back, we're doing it. And
Yes.
this time with I don't know, a little bit of a different mindset about everything. We just wanted to put out something that we were super proud of and that we just no holds barred and
Yeah. It's giving
that's what
lighter.
Evergreen is.
Yeah. It's giving lighter. It's giving happier. It's giving entirely different vibe than from when I met you the first time. Please tell me about the rollout process for Darkstar.
Okay, well, it is this is the first single of many. We have been kind of on a creative explosion in the previous couple of months, like leading up to this first release, Evergreen. And like people are not going to have to wait very long for more songs. We have our first show coming up next week in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And maybe a couple of surprises that happen like on the show day or
Oh,
maybe slightly before the show day. And then just more surprises throughout the year up until,
Yeah.
when it is time to launch.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure when we like stepped away and everything to when we had our time to take our us time, but also to just like front load. Let's work on a lot so that there's no we drop it and then who knows 6 months later, this months later, like we wanted to make sure that we're hitting everything with like a what's seeming like a professional schedule of what we want to do, give everyone what they want and like do it in a concise amount of time so everyone gets to see like what we're really putting out for the first time.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
imagining that you're taking some of the lessons that you've learned previously into what you're doing now.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
All the
Absolutely.
time. For
Gabe
Is
like
there
better
put
or
it
worse.
really well with the whole front loading aspect. Like we really took that into account moving forward with this, and it feels really nice just to have things like stockpiled and to have like a set plan, like moving forward, to be able to pivot on that plan too. Like planning all of it out in advance really lets us like be able to make creative choices and creative changes as we do it.
Mhm.
Just having all that stuff prepared. So
Yeah.
that
Evergreen's a
has
good example
been
of that.
exactly, yeah, that was kind of a last second pivot because we had kind of multiple things in the chamber ready to go. And but it's been so like rewarding and refreshing to have that like and to have like a set plan and all that. So
Is there ever a point where you're just sitting there like, I want to say this, but I can't say this yet?
All the
The
All the
entire
time.
I want
All
to
the
put this
time.
out there, but I can't yet. Like, because I am genuinely
Absolutely.
feeling the excitement. And I have felt this before when I've had the pleasure of speaking with you before. Like, tell me about the three of you staying locked in and choosing to stay together. You're choosing to stick together and work on something together again. Is that trust based? Is like what's the glue there?
I mean, the easiest answer is the three of us are just best friends.
Like we got like
And
besides
For the
just being
three
like
best
good
friends.
bandmates
such a
and we
vibe.
like to treat everyone nice and make friends on the road, like we just became genuinely like good friends. And it started with us just like having the WhatsApp chat to work on things we needed to work on. But then it became our senses of humors lined up, and then it became our interests, and then it became we took on each other's interests. And you
Mhm.
travel the world, you play a bunch of shows, it's natural, you become friends, but I'm really lucky to have like some of the two best guys I know with like good principles, good morals, like good like just everything that we stand for and just like good habits and the way that like The worst habit we have is we might get a little too much Panda Express, and to John's chagrin, that's like our worst habit. But most of the
Our
time, like I'm lucky
muse.
that we all like we rein each other in, and that's what like made it so special. We just knew it was meant to
To
be.
be fair, I
Sure.
don't mind the Panda Express. I actually enjoy the flavor of Panda Express and like our times at Panda Express. I just get flavor fatigue if I have to go to the same place every single time when
John
there's
is
like,
definitely way more palate. He has a higher quality palate. Me and Will are just
You'll
sometimes
eat whatever.
we'll eat
We're
whatever, but as
animals.
long as it's awesome and
Yeah.
fried and just sauced
Yeah.
up Asian
See,
style, let's go.
I'm with John on that. I'm like, I have a pretty specific palate. I know what I like, and I'm just gonna stick with that. I don't venture too much unless somebody convinces me. It takes a
That's the
while.
problem. See,
I get
when
that.
John
it's the
ventures too
opposite
much,
with
he's
me.
actually he's
Is
like
it
so
really?
he's so cultured. We'll go to a restaurant. He'll
What
go.
the?
He goes, and we're just like, oh, that's so good. And he goes, I've had better. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Freaking Mr. He
I've had
he
better.
actually
The
explores the
standard
city and
is up
goes to
here.
new places. Crazy.
yeah.
They do it differently in Suriname, don't
Yeah, they
they?
do it different. Yeah.
Oh, way different. Like
Facts.
I had the pleasure because in Orlando, a Surinamese Indian restaurant just opened here,
Oh,
and I got to let them try that for
Fire.
the first time,
Crazy.
and they were just like, "Whoa, okay,
Yeah.
we get it."
so okay, click for the other two. I love that. Speaking of other things that we'd like to do, we had been talking about gaming last time we chatted as well.
Yo.
Dark Souls was having a moment at that time. I don't know if the conversation has since shifted to GTA 6, but
No.
no, maybe
Funny
It
I don't
enough,
know.
it's funny because it
we're hooked
is
on Roblox.
Roblox.
Yes, it's Roblox is surprisingly filled with either 30-year-olds like doing whatever they do at home or like 12-year-olds just like in summer vacation and just
Yeah,
a big mix of everyone. It's the most popular game in the world by a huge margin, and we just like it's free. We get on, there's nothing to buy. We can just turn
right.
our brains off and just laugh at just the silliness of it all. When we live such busy
It's
For
lives,
brain rot.
yeah, it's hard to
yeah.
A
commit
nice
to
way to
like
detach.
Well,
long stories or whatever. It's just easy to just jump in and play anything simple.
that was my next question because with this rollout, I'm thinking you have no time. But I am hearing the electronic elements, which kind of connected the gaming thing for me in Evergreen. I'm hearing a vibe that has been creative. Is that an indicator of what's to come musically? Or
Not in the slightest.
okay,
So I
so
mentioned
surprises.
no holds barred. So the three of us, I think at our core, we're just all writers, and we have a love for a multitude of different genres, and we have a love for artists that can blend genres, like Muse, like Sleep Token, like that's kind of what we vibe towards. So, this is not really an indication of what the rest of the songs are going to sound like. It's more of just like, okay, this is one of the flavors that we're going to hit on,
It is and it isn't.
and
It's weird. It's
yeah.
cool. Like you're gonna get a lot of things that feel like, oh, this feels like it's like Pistols but evolved in a way that is ours and heavier on the electronics or heavier on the heavy vocals. But then there's just times we go in this direction and we do something differently because we do have a lot of styles that we like. Our main goal is just like how do we make that sound like what we are now? Like how does that sound Darkstar? And to our surprise, we feel like we've done that very well. You're gonna
Yeah,
hear all these different
100%.
genres and ideas, but it's all Darkstar. You're gonna tell.
Right. We're open
100%.
to the genre blending, and I feel like today in music, you almost have to be, sort
Yeah,
of.
it feels like with all the AI and
Sure.
also like fatigue of just like an artist doing the same thing over and over again, people want new, people want exciting.
Hmm. Just for shits and gigs, though, if you had to put Evergreen in a video game, in an anime, that's also kind of what it was giving me. Like, if you could put it in one, what would you put it in?
Like a Sonic game. Are you
Yes.
kidding?
Sonic for
Like a
sure.
Sonic game. It's and I know that's like I have a tattoo of Sonic and these guys know that was like one of my first things growing up. But it's
What
like
you
so
call your
fast.
car.
It's so cheery. It's so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a little
I
tongue in cheek, but
It definitely is Sonic. I think even the other day I said, "Oh, like what do you get when you mix Bring Me the Horizon, Porter Robinson, and the Sonic the Hedgehog OST?" So
That's it.
true.
That's Dark Star.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
this song. That's this part. The
Yeah.
Dark Star one is a little longer, and these guys are gonna shake their head because I've said this thing like so often. Because one time I was watching this Youngblood interview,
Yeah.
and I love the answer that he gave the guy. The guy's like, well, what do you even sound like? What are you? And so I was just like, all right, sometimes it's like Linkin Park and Bring Me the Horizon are making a movie while Trent Reznor and Vessel from Sleep Token are directing, and Porter Robinson holds the boom mic. I mean,
Yeah, it's just like a
that's
big
kind of
collaboration in a hotel, room. We don't talk about it, but yeah,
Period. And we love that combination too. We love Youngblood too. I'm glad that he's taking a break. I think he's due. He's due for a
yes.
break. He
artists are due
He's
deserves
breaks.
going
it.
It's
hard.
all
Yeah.
these artists are they tour
Mm.
for so much, and it's like, guys, like I know that, and they always want to live lives. That's why sometimes they disappear for so long. They need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not finding each other on TikTok anymore or Craigslist ads anymore. You are now a solidified unit since then. The chemistry between you three is
That's
exactly the
right.
same as I remember it. But is the bond even tighter now that there's some history here?
Oh yeah,
100%.
always.
100%. I think it really took like those 3 years like on the road and getting to tour and getting to be around each other so much and learn like how each other lives and like and what makes each other tick, when it comes to music and all of our interests and everything. And all of that has just like culminated on top of each other. And it's all been able to like come out a lot more these past 6 months, ever since, us moving on from that era.
Yeah,
And
there's a
but
lot
it's
of trust
just,
involved.
yeah, and
Yeah,
like we hang out with each other pretty much every day. Like
Yeah.
not a day goes by that we don't have some call of some kind where we're all hanging out and playing games or catching up or talking about what needs to be worked on. So like this just chemistry that we have is just so like unbeatable in every way. It's one of the coolest things that I've ever been a part of. Uh,
Anybody that hasn't seen it yet needs to see it live. I promise you. Let's talk about the debut show that's coming.
Yes, yes.
so
It's
excited.
so it's
So
going to
excited.
be Saturday, August 15th, at Will, you know the venue.
Rigsby's Classic Rock Cafe. However, on the front, it looks like it's kind of like like a classic rock cafe, kind of like a hard rock cafe. But in the back, they have a massive ballroom that's like I think it's like 500 to 750 cap, but it's just a beautiful space. Like it's super clean. They just installed like a brand new sound system and put up sound treatment in the room, and it's just like a gorgeous place to host a venue. It'd be my first time playing there, and like
yeah.
all
We
of our
keep
first
getting
times
updates
playing there.
every time he goes by about like,
Yeah,
oh, they
yeah,
do
yeah.
have this crazy setup, or like, oh my God, they have like this. Oh, it
It's
sounds
brand
really
new.
cool. Yeah.
So
So
like
yeah,
they've really done a great job putting that up in downtown Spartanburg. And hopefully they get a lot more shows coming in too, because they could really pull in some regional acts and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, just with the size and the level of niceness and all that.
Yeah. The show itself is pretty special too because it's
Mm.
actually it's a tribute show to someone that had actually seen us perform before. Her name was Anna Maria, and she sadly passed when was it? Last year or 2 years ago, Will?
Yeah, about a year ago.
About a year ago, and her family, she loved music so much, and her family wanted to do this tribute festival for her. It's called Anna Maria Fest. We are one of three bands on the bill, and actually had her father had approached Will asking him if he wanted to play, and then Will said, "Hey, honestly, this is around the time where we were going to launch our new band Darkstar. Would you?"
Mhm.
Anna Maria had seen us perform in a previous instance, and would you mind if this was our debut show? And he said, no, we'd be honored.
They're
So,
so on board with it, and they're like so excited about it too. Like they've been so supportive every step of the way, and like we're so pumped and like so honored to be able to present this like new era at such a special event. And just to like it's just going to be an amazing evening, like and to just full of celebration of music and just everything.
So
So
yeah.
I know that I asked about the rollout process and any type of strategy that went
mm.
into this when in its infancy, but maybe the structure of that was kind of built around this show. It's starting to sound like now this gives you a reason to like go full steam ahead.
so
It was amazing
yeah,
timing.
it was amazing timing because we had said like earlier, like, all right, right after our release, like probably a month after our release, we'd love to do a new show. We'd love to do our first show right after that and just like plan, almost like a release like every month ish, depending, without giving too much away. And Will just hits us up one day. He's like, "Hey guys, I think I found our first show," and we're like, "Wait, what? What happened?" And yeah, told us about it, and I thought we all three of us thought there would not be a more special occasion to do this. So that
Yeah.
one is set. There is another show in the works, which is like the month after, and we're just going to be trying to go all around. It helps that we're in different areas
Mm.
because
Mhm.
each of us can get
Yeah.
shows in our respective areas, and
Mhm.
this instantly kind of jumps that hurdle of like going from like, oh, okay, this band is starting in a one scene and then spreading out. It's like, no, we kind of are regional because of our where
Mhm.
we live in different places.
Yeah, we've had
Um,
experiences at these places already playing. Like we played Greenville, we played
Mhm.
Orlando. We've never played Miami, but since John and I lived here for like 10 years in the scene, we know a lot of people. We still have people, and at a certain point, we can get a show. If we look around, we still know people. So it's cool already having this network and some
Mhm.
places in between. And some of the people we've already like toured with before, sometimes they want to work with us or like they want to do something if it comes out. So it's some cool stuff like that.
Yeah, you're reminding everybody of what you can do again. Honestly,
oh yeah.
like you're like,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's what's
That's
up.
that's the thing. Like live performing for us is like the thing that I feel like we feel we're the best at. And that's what we're definitely the most excited about, like for people to
Yeah.
see, because that's how like we've met so many of the people who have stuck with us. Like so many of the fans that are still, a part of this journey with us, we've met through performing live and pulling them in with our live performing. So like
no,
getting back out there and being able to play shows again, like that's what we're looking most forward to.
I
the
think I've
chem.
been
All of
vibrating
us.
for the last 2 weeks. Just like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
let's
come
go, let's
on.
go, let's go.
Like, come
the
on.
the chemistry is just like permeable.
Mm.
When I watched the Evergreen video, I saw it again too. Did you really shoot that in one take? It looks like it was truly shot in one take.
I
So it's
think
funny. We did the first one, which we're like, all right, guys, let's do the music video thing, and we recorded it, and that's why there's some that just us jamming. And then after that, I was like, no, let's screw this, guys. Let's just like go full send in this. Like, let's do a silly one. You know, you take photos, and it's like serious. All right, silly one. So I
Right.
said, let's do that. And then there was something about that second time where we just started running around. I stopped caring if I was even playing the notes. I would just sing. Those are you saw some of those dance moves. We would start, John would mess with me, so I start messing with Will, and then it became this whole like thing. And then I think we did it one more time, and then we were like, all right, let's do Will a solo one, let's do John a solo one, let me do me a solo one just to get it all together. But just
yeah.
once we started letting go and started being like, oh, this is fun, that's where everyone started feeling like, oh, this is gonna
And
be fun. This is gonna be a good
And it
one.
Right.
was so funny because we had met up for a photo shoot. No, it wasn't even for a music video shoot necessarily. And we had halfway planned to do a music video shoot. So at one point, I grabbed my camera and I give it to the photographer and like my friend Rachel, and I was like, "Hey, just follow us around.
Yeah.
Just like try and keep up." And we just like, and we started
Yeah, and you
just
killed it.
unleashing
Yeah.
She
every
started
bit of
just hitting
energy.
these
But yeah.
crazy angles and all these
Mhm.
wild shots, and I was like, okay, go for it. So yeah.
I almost love that there wasn't like so much planning that went into it either, because we originally scheduled the space for 2 hours just for the photo shoot type stuff. And then we ended up being there like 30 minutes late. So we had like an hour and a half. So we spent like an hour on the photos and then we only had like 30 minutes to do the video stuff.
But
And
you
it
got it
all
done.
just came together. It was like, let's just do it.
Dude,
Go
and
for
with you, Will, the sequence had me full too, because that says fully prepared.
it.
The
Right,
sequence said
right.
fully prepared. So
We
sick merch,
we make
speaking
it
of,
happen.
yeah, you do. Sick merch just announced as well. Are we going to see more of that at the show? And moving on.
Heck yeah. I mean, this is we have like a couple of extra things that we'll have at the show, and of course like the it's gonna keep going. We just, as you mentioned, like we have certain knowledge of like being on the road, doing this ahead. We know what sells like right off the bat from a sales perspective, but also like what do people like to wear and what do people like to have. So this is what we started with, and as we go, of course, we're gonna Gabe, Will, and I love our like high fashion and like anime looking shirts and like
Or
different
just
cool
hyper crazy
graphics. So
design.
it's
Yeah.
just gonna keep evolving. And as we keep going, as we see how this is getting received, which so far so good, I guess.
Now we just need to work on
Yeah.
anime hair. I don't know why, but anime hair is superior. They
Yeah,
just
they
look.
just they don't know what they do.
I have the little wolf cut. It's wet right now, but like I recently got the little wolf cut. Gabe is growing out the flow a little
I'm
bit.
trying to grow
Will's
out the
got
flow a little
Will.
bit.
I feel like Will has the most iconic haircut out of the three of
Got the
us, though. It's
curly
like
curly right now.
the curlies, bro. But
Does
you
it
can
get
spot
curlier?
Will.
Like when
As
it
soon as I
grows?
start sweating, it curls up even more. And like the longer it grows, the more it curls. So it's like down to all the way down to here, but it Girls all the way up so far.
Oh my God. Well, so the yuck yucks, the jokes. I mean, we've talked before about how the lack of ego among the three of you, this is kind of part of the wonder of it all, the trust of it all. Like, I have to wonder if that's also what keeps you three as a unit consistent, knowing everybody is going to get their moment to shine, to get their moment to do what they do well, egos are down.
Yeah. I mean, of course, like we're writers, we're artists. There is always a little bit of that there. I think we've had our little like challenges, especially when it's like just the three of us writing. This has like been the first time where it's just like, oh, wait, I brought this one. I brought this one. I brought this one. But in the end, it's just all of us do have this understanding that the moment you bring a song, it's our song. And we all get to work on it. And I feel like the three of us are also good at just like one of us brings an idea and the other two just start running with it. And I think that is really like this album came so easily to all of us, and
Mm.
it's
So
like
fast.
it happened so fast, and everything was written within the span of like a couple of months, and recording's been a breeze because we all kind of we have this expertise now. We record from home. We work on other projects as well, not just this one, and like within the music industry and within doing these things where we've learned so much, we've sharpened our iron so much doing this that it's like it's
Mm.
kind of getting to do this is the fun part. This is just like, all right, this is
Absolutely.
Darkstar Unleashed.
Yeah, and
Okay,
what I'm
your
not
mic's off.
hearing is anxiety about the fact that it happened too quickly, because that's where my head would be. I mean, no,
Mm.
no, this is too fast. This something's wrong. Something's wrong for it to be this seamless. So when's
Mm.
it going to go off the rails? You didn't have that.
Mm.
No.
No, we had a great there was a big moment like really early on when we decided to move forward with this where we discussed like how soon do we want to have all this come out and like and get start hitting it. And we really did kind of tap the brakes and be like, let's give it some time. Like let's take our time to stockpile, to write, to just get everything organized and also do, whatever we wanted to do in the meantime. Because like coming from the previous project, all three of us like kind of had things we wanted to do and just like so we gave ourselves just a few months to be like, okay, like focus on yourself for a while and like,
Mm,
play, record, write whatever you want. John has Golden Order, I have my stuff, Gabe has his stuff, and it was really like a nice period for the three of us to focus like kind of on ourselves while also working on the stuff that we were working on. So it was just it just all worked out timing wise, and it gave us a lot of time to kind of simmer on what we had and establish the plans and the release plans and all that. So it was really like it just felt great to not immediately depart and then immediately start focusing on this and like trying to release stuff and get ahead of ourselves.
yeah, there
So,
is something to be said for breathing room. I think
mhm,
it allows for a little bit of clarity as a
yeah.
creative, for sure. I mean, I'm not a musician, but I would like to call myself a creative, and even I need to step away for an hour or
Mhm.
Yeah.
two from
It's so
editing
true.
something
Hmm.
just to get
That's
that.
why I like sometimes to like write songs and not never run it too fast, never to get too quick into the project. I know John loves to jam things. He loves to get in the moment. He loves to feel it out. He loves that like energy of it, but he knows that I'm a little like, and I love to capture those moments. I'm all for inspiration, but I love to finish it, sit on it, and come back like 2 months later, listen and be like, caught something. Because I know if I'm gonna have to hear that song for 20 years on Spotify or heck the radio, if that ever goes down that way, I want to be like, I'm mostly sure. Sometimes things will change no matter what, but sometimes those little bit of like we've found things we like to add. Sometimes you learn a new skill or you get an inspiration from something and it just builds. And it's been really cool like that time we had to do that. Plus, I mean, getting the artwork for Dark Star, which we were all very happy
Hmm.
about, and getting all that together and the merch ideas and all that stuff.
Yeah, and
All
the
the
creative
assets.
is you
Yeah.
guys. I mean, really, you. This is
Hmm.
DIY. Correct me if
It's
I'm wrong. I mean,
100%.
100%. It's
It's
all
super DIY.
self-produced, like between the three of us, literally. Like,
Yeah.
which
And
is it's incredible in a lot of ways. Like,
yeah. And then mixing and mastering, of course, we work with we
mhm.
for this whole upcoming body of work, we work with our boy Javi Mello. He is one of my best friends
The
and
goat.
like
Yeah.
lives down the street from me too. He's like we've
Yeah.
known him forever
We
and
met him down in the scene down in Miami, like in
in Miami.
okay.
2019, but we've just kept together and he's one of those guys just like these who just keep on working at their thing and we just like it's like you find these people early on sometimes and you're like let's like just treat each other right, work hard, and then we just like help each other up. And we
Mhm.
gave him some work with pistols. We came to him when we needed things, and then like he came to us to sometimes. I know he comes to Will sometimes for some extra recordings here and there when he has clients that need it. So it's just cool how like working with these people that we like give our all to, and now we're giving him like our first album to be like, hey man, you are like the final ear in all of this to like help us out, and it's been really cool, but still very small and DIY just between all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I think that
instinctual.
was one of, oh, so sorry.
No, is it? I was just to say that's instinctual. You just know.
Y-
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, yes, and it's kind of one of the biggest thing that we learned, like going, it doesn't really matter. All the other stuff doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter who you work with, doesn't matter all those things. Maybe for a quick fix, but to build something that lasts, you gotta learn everything. You gotta be part of the creative. You gotta focus on the artistry. You gotta create the story behind it. And
Mhm.
someone else can't create the story for you. And
Mhm.
Mm,
you have to be, you have to live and embody what you're trying to
Yeah.
put out into the
That
world, you know?
and that kind of happened in Pistols. I know it was one of those things where it's like we did bring ourselves into what we were doing, but it still felt like there were so many of these like outside forces sometimes that were like making it so sometimes afterwards we'd still have to try to put the pieces together of what we were trying to do. While from here it's from the start. This is just us,
Mhm.
like 100%, and we're able to venture
Right.
out and do these anything we want. And if we're like, I want
Mhm.
the bridge to be super symphonic and just
Mhm.
beautiful and just melancholic, and they're like, let's go for it. And if it feels right, if we're all in accordance, then it's great. It's also very helpful having it be a three-person band. So if there's
yeah.
ever like, sorry, you've been voted off the island, it's a two out of two out of
It's
three, and
two
it's
out
like, all
of
right.
three. Yeah,
Sometimes
that
we're
helps.
we're very much understanding that you're like, all right, this time I'll take the L, and next time maybe we'll see what happens. And since we're all very like, you never know which way someone might vote, so it's funny. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the three of you have a
A
very solid
mystery.
base too. I can't imagine that there's a whole lot of
100%.
disagreement. I mean, more often than not, I'm sure you're in agreement than
Anything
than
that
Very
is
disagreement.
like
rarely.
disagreed upon, it's never quite as big as like as we may think it is in the moment.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel
Oh
like the
yeah.
average person would be like, "What are you even talking about?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like little things like that.
But
But
it's minor
like,
things, and we're always cool
yeah.
about it. We're always like,
Oh
all right,
yeah.
well, we're always like, well, we'll try both. We'll hear what it
Mhm.
sounds, and most of the time, no one's ever like like a stinker about it. Everyone's like, nah,
Mhm.
you're right. Yeah, that does sound better. Or like sometimes
Yeah.
I think something another way, and then like the next day I'm like, nah, y'all were right for sure. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's normally easy, but
Mhm.
Was there a moment where it clicked and you were like, "Oh, Dark Star's gonna work"? Like, what moment was that when you realized
recording
this is
day
gonna be a
one.
thing?
Yeah,
There's
I was
been
gonna say
Really?
that. I was gonna
several,
say
but
that.
recording day one, that was like the first one
That
where
was
we were all just
magical.
like, the three of us just sitting there, just like, we go, and after recording, like our ritual was we'd go to Wawa at like 1 a.m., like
Yes.
just
Or just
get
like if it was, yeah,
a
or in the
bunch of
middle of the
snacks.
day, we go
Yeah.
outside to your backyard and just like stare, just like sit out there, just catch
Oh
some
yeah.
air, and we'd be like, we just wrote that, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, we
and
did.
we give each
Mhm.
other all the glaze, we give each other all the like pats on the back we can, like we break our arms patting each other
Incredibly
on the back,
supportive.
and it's it's
It's-
it's like support to the point of delusion. Like we are so, it's like we are each other's cheerleaders, and it's funny. It's created this infinite feedback loop, and where instead we just feed each other's egos all day long. But we don't lie, because I think I'm honestly blessed to work with these like how like skilled they are, but also like how like we're all like flawed in our own ways, and I love how we all cover for each other, and I think that's what
Yeah.
we all really love about this group.
Well, that's what I was
the
gonna say. The glazing. I mean, it's kind of part of this whole thing, really. I want to
Yeah.
imagine it's kind of part of what keeps this train rolling.
of
I mean,
course.
for sure. It's,
True. I don't
I
think a
guess it's
band
something
wants a
that,
giant screen with their name on it not to be like, this is like, I
yeah.
think we all want that, and that's all what this is about in the end. So,
For sure.
Yeah, I guess it's just like people don't often, bands don't often bring it up that
Mm.
they glaze each other constantly or glaze what they're doing or like, but hey, you gotta love you gotta love what you do, you gotta love what you put out there. So
Mhm.
it's like,
Gotta enjoy it.
bring on all the
stand on
glaze.
business.
Mhm.
Well, that's just it. I think that's more what it's about. Is it glazing or is it standing on business?
Yeah.
Arguments can be made for both, but I think in your case, it's standing on business because it's what you've done the whole time.
Yeah.
True.
That's what I've seen. That's what I've heard. I think anybody that knows you would say the same thing. So you hinted at a lot on the way. I thought I heard the word album. Thought I heard the word album. What can we look forward to? Give us some more details on that.
Well, we wrote a whole lot of songs. and
Okay.
thematically
Just a few.
it fits together. And I believe there's a word for a body of work that thematically fits together.
An
Is that
LP.
word concept?
No.
Not a concept. Okay.
I just meant look, the
It
A
is a
word.
reflection on us and our journey through this
Yeah.
period in our lives, which coalesce into a group of more than 30 minutes worth of music.
What is-
Yes.
Hence album. Okay.
We're
Got
Yes.
it.
very happy. We're very just, I mean, we got working and we just didn't
Yeah.
stop, and we still haven't stopped, and we're
Yeah.
just
And of course, even though you have the album, you still have to approach it from a very smart, modern musician kind of way, where you can't just like drop albums without the proper,
Well, that's just
preamble.
it.
Yeah.
singles leading up to things and teasing and making sure that there's awareness on what's going on before an album comes out.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Because you could do
yeah.
anything. You could do a single today, you could do an
Mhm.
EP today, you could do an album today. Not that you couldn't before, but especially today, there really
Yeah.
isn't any rule. So the material, did it, you said that there's enough to warrant an album for sure, but did the way it came together kind of dictate an album too? Because that is part of it.
Yeah, I would say
Good
so.
question.
Like, I mean, again, thematically, like all these songs hit on different notes. I mean, like, look at Evergreen, like the first line, which Evergreen wasn't going to be the first single, as I think Will said earlier, but we were listening in the car. We were at Will's recording one of the other songs, and we were listening in the car, and we all turned around because the first line was, "Thought you'd seen the last of me, but my spark is evergreen." And Will
Profound.
goes, should this be the first song?
I
And
was, I literally
Yes.
said, I literally said, wouldn't it be such a flex to drop this song first?
and yeah,
'Cause
Javi
it's
already had one of the
cool.
other songs that he was about to start, literally about to start mixing. I had to send him the text. It's like, hey man, stop. Like,
Abort,
You called
abort.
him right
abort.
after, like
Yeah.
same, like
Yeah.
a minute after.
Then yep, and that Evergreen was the first. And I mean, yeah, it did. I guess the theme behind all the songs and everything, it did show that these songs kind of belong in the same body of work, and
Mm.
definitely album wise, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we've written a bunch of other songs since we finished this, because it has been nonstop flowing, a bunch of other ideas coming out, different projects and things that we're working on. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, no, we are wholly content in these number of
Yeah.
songs
Yeah, I mean, if you don't
belonging
mind me going
together.
into it, like one of the things I loved about like this coming into this was like, we all wrote things on ourselves. I have my own like electronic pop project. John has his whole Golden Hour thing. Will has his own songs, and Will's like written demos forever. John has ideas. He's been writing songs since he was 17, and all these kind of things where like when we were getting into this, we were like, hey, check out this idea I had. Isn't this kind of cool? And they'd be like, yeah, like, hold on, let's like save that nugget. And sometimes we'd be like, present. And if we like it, we move on. John presented something he wrote when he was 17. And
Hmm.
the chorus is the same as it was back then. Like
Yeah.
that month. I mean, it's perfect. And I love the song. And then we just added our Dark Star flair to it. And it's cool. That's how some of these just kept going. We had all these ideas just locked away, ready to go. And we
Mhm.
made it work.
If you had to describe the Dark Star flare, what would you say it is?
It's the three of us. Like
It's three of us.
it is
It's big mode.
equally the three of us. Like it
Yeah.
just what happens when you put the three of us together
Yeah.
and the three of us on any song. Like
It's big
it's
mode.
and
Yeah.
it's big mode.
It's
It's
big
big mode.
mode.
It's big mode too.
Yeah.
Facts. I just coined that
That's
right
the
now.
first time I've ever heard you say
That
I
is
just
big mode.
coined that right now. It's gonna feel right. It's gonna feel big mode when you feel like, okay, yeah.
I like that. I like
We
that.
really do be saying like, I mean, more is more, right? I mean, we're always like, is this too much? Are we going too crazy? And we're like, more is more.
I can't even picture you three asking that question.
I mean,
I really
Evergreen was
like
like
what?
40 BPM slower, and we were like, maybe we should go faster. Maybe this could be
No.
faster, and it just kept on going faster and faster, and we kept on adding more, and that's where the electronics, and that's where all the effects. And we're like, let's do a whole middle section that sounds like it doesn't all that kind of stuff, and we just kept going at it. We went big mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to sound the way it does sound. It was supposed to have those vibe
Exactly.
moments. It's supposed to have
Exactly.
those catchy, more upbeat moments. And the silly footage matches the vibe, by the way. So that
Mhm.
was smart for the video too. I just want to say that.
Cool.
Thank you.
How are we feeling about the choice to make it the first single now? It sounds like we're happy with it.
Oh,
Oh, very.
more than happy. I was
Couldn't
like,
be happier.
yeah, I think you said 9,000. I think it's more than that because Spotify has like this like weird
Since then?
thing.
Okay.
Check it.
Yeah.
Check it.
It
Well,
it was
Up.
9,777 like earlier this
it's
today, but
I hate to
Spotify
be
has this
that
weird
guy.
thing where it
Oh,
updates.
okay.
It's at 10,487.
Oh,
Hey. Okay.
See, like
As we speak. Okay.
let's
As we speak.
There it
go.
There
is.
we go.
Let's
There we
go.
go. That's yeah.
so
That's
just
awesome.
touch
Yeah, and
warms our
like
heart. We've always tried to be like, never be the type that always look and be, but this is like our baby, and it's like seeing it walk, and we're just like, oh my God, look at it, and we can't stop, and and we're just so happy, and then the whole plan is to like hit it while it's hot. So as we
Mm.
said, there's a bunch of surprises and nonstop surprises, and we just want to reward the fans for like waiting,
Yes,
hopefully
I was gonna
keeping
yeah.
up,
say, like
and
we're
like
consistency is one thing that we really wanted to hit hard on, like when it came to this and like our release cycle and everything. So like we want to consistently be giving people something, so they're
Yeah.
not just sitting there in the dark for a long time, like when's the next thing coming,
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to
yeah,
mention
there's always
playing shows with songs that people actually know. It's
Mhm.
like it
Mm.
hits different.
Exactly.
true.
Well, is
You
that the
know.
exciting part when you're looking out at the crowd and you're like, oh, everybody knows
Oh
the
my
lyrics
God.
now?
That there's no
Incredible.
better feeling.
Crazy. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why the people like the covers thing is so enticing and fun because people know it and you're like, yeah, you're having a good time. But there's a moment where like for Not Sorry specifically was the one since that's the one that just really went out there and everyone like
Hmm.
learned the words. When we'd see that and John would grab a fan and sing those words back and forth, that was like such a it's very humbling. It's a very cool experience. So
Yeah.
we're really excited to definitely experience that at this show because we have fans making the trip. They have a lot of fans have bought tickets and they bought plane tickets, I mean, and everything, and they're traveling, they're
Mhm.
driving over. So we're very like thankful for them. Honestly, shout out to the
Yeah.
Shout out to
fans.
the Darkstar Discord, baby.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
There
we
They
we
make
go.
the
have
memes, they make
The
the calls
memes.
to actions, they have the fan groups. They're honest, special people.
They
yeah.
are.
What's fueling this? It's got to be the chemistry between you three because for my part,
Has
that's
to,
what kept
yeah.
me following all three of you ever since.
Hmm. I mean,
Thank you.
it's probably a mixture of a bunch of things because this Discord, like, we didn't make it. Like, one of them made it and
Mhm.
then
Oh.
told me, like, hey, I made you a Discord. I was like, wait, what? So from that point on, like, more people just kept joining and people actually made friends in the Discord. They have
Mhm.
like whole fitness and food channels and book channels where they all
Wow.
read stuff together and they've actually made friends. And I don't know. It's like I would love to think that we're part of that, but like I think it's something a little bit more. I mean, they found their community within
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
doing
it
that.
started
So
with that, but now
Yeah.
it's bigger than us. But
yeah,
also but they're also super down to support. Whenever we're like, hey guys, we tell them like, hey, this is coming out now. We sometimes give them a little extra, to tell them to fuel
Mm.
them to make them feel special because they are. So you want to give them a
yeah.
little more,
And they
and then
get
they
early
back us up.
releases and stuff like you get early releases when you're in the Discord and you're
Yeah,
part
Mhm.
so
of the
join the
community.
Discord.
So
Yeah,
That's
and
where we're
we
gonna get all the
play.
info.
We plan
yes.
to play and like do even some streaming and stuff. There's one thing like when this one of the things that we noticed we got to do is like take it seriously. This has to be not more than just like it has to be a full-time job. And I think that
Yeah.
like I'm really thankful that we have like guys like John who were an agent in the past and he has knowledge on like the music industry stuff like that. And then Will who's really taken it upon himself to learn a very mechanical like and technician engineering part of this group with like putting together our rack, figuring out everything with like with all our technology and things we need to like have worked. So like it's just like people have to learn to do all this for themselves nowadays, and
Mm.
it's to be at that level. And I'm just thankful I have these two guys. They're really good at what they do. So.
You're freaking good at what you do too, dude. Like
That's
Dude,
when
right.
it comes to like
no, but I'm
production
the
and
idea guy.
everything.
I'm out here like, hold
But
on, wait
you
a
are the
minute.
idea guy. Yeah.
Darkstar. And then they're like, that's a good name, Gabe. And I'm like, I know, thank you. So
And
thank
I
you.
know
So
Glaze.
like
I'm just here for the Glaze session, guys. I'm
yeah,
just sitting back
Yeah.
while you're playing.
There
a
you
lot of
go.
song names, I'm just like, I'm feeling this. So it's just sometimes it's funny how it's like Gabe, Will does this, that, this, John's the face, he has the this, he does Gabe, he does the ideas, but they're good. They're good ideas.
But they
I-
are. But they are.
They are.
Sometimes,
There's
yeah. I
something
have
to be
sometimes.
said for there is something to be said for the community you built. But it's weird. It's kind of weird to hear you say that you like want to focus on consistency. You want to focus on what you call taking it seriously. I never felt like you haven't. So that's weird for me to hear that.
I mean, yes, it it's always been serious. And but I feel like inconsistency in things like release schedules and everything, I think that is where in the past stuff hasn't gone like really the
Mm,
best. And that's not only just like an us fault. It's you have people that you work with, you have teams that advise you a certain way and advise you a different way and say, no, hold on to this because
Mhm.
you if you release it, it's out in the world and you can't do anything with it anymore, and we can't pitch it to like for instance, labels or stuff like that. But I mean, the landscape in our industry has changed so drastically.
mhm.
Like, it's like, do you even want to have a label at this point?
Yeah.
Unless it's like something that's
And
really
then
like
One thing.
life-changing, like, or give you a network or something to work with. It's like,
like there are artists who get like a million like monthly listeners, but doing it themselves, blowing up on TikTok, doing their thing, and then they get the label like to come forward to them. But most of the time, the label wants you to have, everything already. They want to see you swinging like the big guys already, and then that's when they come in because they want to make their
Mhm.
buck and they'll help you make yours. So it's one of those things where it's like if you're not trying to like perform at the level of like these bands, and obviously we can't, we're not at that level. We don't have those marketing teams, we don't have those gigantic productions, but you got to think and act and make and produce at that level, or else, people are going to take their ears elsewhere. And
Mhm.
I know that was a weird way
yeah.
to describe it,
I
but
know you kind of brought it up earlier too about like us staying so tight knit together, like just the three of us, and Javi too being a part of this with mixing our music and everything. And I think one big thing about us moving forward this way is that we wanted to keep it so everybody cares about it as much as we do. Like we don't want anybody to be a part of this who doesn't care about it as much as we do. And I think that's what we felt like in previous situations. Like we had all these people to advise and to go out there and try and get us things, but they just didn't care about it as much to, stick their neck out for us or go,
Yeah.
try and do these other things. So we really just want to keep it, like just super tight knit in that and
Yeah.
have surround ourselves with people that are willing to go above and beyond.
Which it's not I don't blame them for it either. Like
No, of course.
it's just like no
Yeah.
one's
yeah.
gonna care about your stuff as much as you do.
Right.
And they've
So
only
it's
got
like,
so
yeah.
much. They've only
Yeah.
got so much to draw on personally.
Yeah.
So they're
Mhm.
going to make those decisions based on that. And,
Mhm.
and
Exactly.
and there's limits to that where everybody else is going to have their own version of the same story and say,
Mhm.
well, I'm going to make this decision based on that. It's hard.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
not the first artist that has come to me and said, I've debated the label thing before. This
Yeah.
DIY thing, it's working out. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
there are
Yeah.
plenty who have
Right.
said that to me too.
And it's like Gabe said too. Like I do believe you can build it up to yourself to a point
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, now it makes sense. Like if people start coming and they start showing interest
Yeah.
in what you've
Yeah.
established and the effort you've put into it, it does make it a lot more enticing
Yeah.
overall.
Because we're also not opposed. We're not opposed to a
Hmm.
label. We're not opposed to a
If
team, but
anyone's
it's like
listening.
Will says, it's like it needs to be someone that
Needs to be
believes in
right.
it as much as we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know these guys won't betray me. Like they're like these guys. Like we stand by it. We have like a meme. We're always like respect the star, and we just like always hard. Like respect the star, guys. Like you can't, And I know for a fact like these guys wouldn't not even just like sell us out for a opportunity. They would stick their necks out for opportunities for us. John is I'm not gonna say, but he's like the best. John, we owe him so much right now because he's just been like the best for us, and he always just puts himself out there. There are times on the road where like he just had to be like, all right, I'm the lead singer. I'm the lead singer. I have to go and shake this guy's hand and be like, hi, I'm the lead singer here. Nice to meet you. And it's cool having like that kind of camaraderie. So
Do you feel that consciously, John, or is that just naturally part of who you are? Because you seem like a pretty friendly guy on your own. To me.
I am super introverted, and it's stuff that needs to get like sometimes I just have to dig deep, and there's moments in life where there's an opportunity, it's in front of you, you feel your friends like just on your shoulders, and the future depends on it, and you're just like, yeah, you know what, like we gotta do it.
One of
We
one of my
gotta have
favorite
a social
motifs in story,
interaction.
man, is like the unwilling leader. Like sometimes they're like not the unwilling, but like the one who's given leadership just because it's meant to be, not
Mhm.
because you're just like you want it. And like I think you're the oldest of all of us, but you're also the most responsible. He's got his own like house, he's got his own everything. So it's cool how we do have like this like older brother, middle brother, little brother dynamic too. It's kind of funny.
I know. Owning a house is
Yeah.
no joke either, by the way. I just bought mine last year and I'm
Yeah.
like, what? I have to like carve out time for yard work now? Really?
He
What?
knows. He knows about it.
Ugh. What? Like I have to actually do this or I'll get cited by the city? Like really?
Yes. Or HOAs. Oh my God.
Uh,
Don't get me
I
started.
I had to avoid that. I had to. We saw houses that were in HOAs, and it was like, nope, nope.
Yeah.
That's an automatic no. I can't because I can't be held that responsible.
It's
My
so
that has
fun.
limitations. My responsibility has limitations.
Yes.
Well, it makes me so happy to see you still doing your thing. I cannot wait for what's to come next. And thank you for staying committed to the fans. I mean, that's why we're all still here. You're still doing your thing, and all of us are excited to see what's next. So we're gonna be looking on the socials. Cannot wait. Thank you for being here.
Heck yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Val. Thank you.
having us.
Thank you so much. Seriously.
Thank you for
Thank you
the
for
awesome.
sticking along and
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
sticking with us through the years and all this. So.
It's the giggles, man. I'm telling you. I'm like, I laugh and I smile every time I see you. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. We're gonna see what happens next.
Let's
Hell
So
yeah, he would stay.
go.
Hell
Was that a
yeah.
play on the song?
Of
Like,
course,
will you
Let's-
stay?
of course it was. I hope so. That was
would I
clean.
stay? Yes, I would stay.
Yeah.
Evergreen. Yes, I
Yes.
would.